Hey, love. How are you doing? I heard you pulled your hamstring. How bad is it? Is it going to affect your cycling? On the whole, is it going to affect your cycling, or is it just sort of a pull? I'm not 100% familiar with injuries, but I think anything to your hamstrings probably is a bad idea. Not that you did it. I mean, like, it's a bad news bears. Bad news bears that would happen. And I hope it's feeling better and getting better, and you've got the people there to help you with it. I love you, and I miss you, but you'll be home tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to that, because I'll be seeing you at the airport. It should be really nice. If you want me to come, I know you went to things are emotional before around airports, but I can definitely stay back if that's what you prefer. Although I'm definitely happy to come by. I walked Nemo with Gabe's dogs today in Goldstream, and we went all the way back to where the river is, like past the threshold down to the river. They finally let me pick them up and carry them through the river because they couldn't swim in rivers. It was kind of cute. Sawyer was just kind of like, I picked him up and I got to carry him around a lot. It was kind of nice. I'm happy about that. And Neems was on the whole good. But it's been about 2 minutes of recording now, or at least 1 minute and 30 seconds. So we should get to the story. Alright. I'm very tired. Chapter 3, Contemplating Childhood. Shouldn't we be orphans? Barnaby B. asked. The Willoughby children were seated on the front steps playing a complicated game to which only Tim knew the rules. Why? Asked Barnaby A., moving down a step. Because of the rules, he said he must if he asked. Why? Asked Barnaby A., moving down a step, because the rules said it must if he asked a question. And of course, why was the question? Because, Barnaby B. explained, we are like children in an old-fashioned book, and mostly they are orphans, Jane said. She moved down 2 steps because she'd interrupted, which was against the rules, and now she was on the lowest of the 4. Worthy and deserving orphans, Barnaby B. added. Winsome, too, added Jane. The 3 younger children each moved down 1 more step in general principles. Only Tim, who had invented the game and its rules, remained at the top of the short staircase that led to the front door. Aye, when he announced, let's play 1 more time. They all moved to sit side by side on the middle step. The baby we left at the mansion was an orphan, Jane pointed out, but she wasn't deserving at all, or worthy or winsome. Don't be such a dodo, Jane, Tim said. You have to move down a step for that. Ruth was not an orphan. With a sigh, Jane moved down, but she had a mother, Dodo. She had a hideous mother who abandoned her in a basket. A true orphan is a dead father, and perhaps a mother who dies in cholera in India, like Mary Lennox in The Secret Garden. Oh yes, Jane said enthusiastically, remembering. Oh, Pollyanna, her parents were dead, so she'd got to take a long train ride all by herself. And Anne of Green Gables, remember? She came straight from the orphan asylum. Ooh. Those are all girls, though, she added. I wonder if there are boy orphans. Yes, James, the giant peach fellow. Yes, James, the giant peach fellow, whose parents were eaten by a hippo who escaped from the zoo, Barnaby B. pointed out. Down 1 step, B, Tim commanded. Why? For not saying hippopotamus. Willoughbys do not use silly nicknames. I think it's a rhino, actually, Barnaby B. A. added, still thinking about James. Nope, sorry, he said when Tim glared at him. I mean rhinoceros. But your full name is Timothy Anthony Malachi Willoughby, Barnaby pointed out. It isn't Tim. Isn't Tim a silly nickname? Tim simply pointed to the lower step. Barnaby B. moved down. He joined his twin. I do like the idea of us being orphans, though, Tim said. I'll let you come up 1 step for thinking of it, B, and I'll move up 1 step at the same time. They shifted steps. I suppose we must do away with our parents somehow, Tim said, and moving up for having a brilliant thought, he moved to the next top step. I don't like them very much anyway, said Barnaby B. Mother makes us wear this bilious beige sweater. The sleeves are too long, he said. Held up 1 arm and showed them. I definitely don't like her father either. Nor do I, added Barnaby A. Father's neglectful and mother is a vile cook. Jane? Tim gave her a questioning look. Jane shrugged. I'm at the very bottom step, she added sadly. I can't go any lower. We could put you in the coal bin in the basement, Tim pointed out. And we will, if you say you are fond of our parents. Jane thought. No, she said, I'm not especially. Good answer, Tim announced. I move out to the top step for you to the good answer out of Jane. He moved up. I win, he said. Again, you people don't try. May I speak, Barnaby asked from his low step. Tim nodded permission. A sea voyage sometimes produces orphans, Barnaby pointed out. They're often pirates or icebergs. And sea serpents, said his twin, even though they don't entirely believe in sea serpents. I believe in giant squids, Jane said with a shudder. Good point, Tim acknowledged. And piranhas. And are parents planning a vacation by any chance? On a ship? I don't know. The three younger children spoke at the same time and were each demoted one step for being monotonous and sounding like echoes, even though the game had ended. And now, Tim announced, going to retrieve his bicycle from under the stoop, I'm going for a bit to the reprehensible travel agency to order some brochures. I have come up with a perfect, despicable plot to get rid of our parents. You are ruthless, Tim, Barnaby A. commented happily. Yes, and soon to be an orphan as well. Chapter 4 is An Impending Vacation. And we'll see where that goes tomorrow. I'm very much looking forward. Whoa! You'll be home tomorrow. In that case, I'll have to put a bookmark in so I can make sure we can pick this up next time one of us takes off. For however long. Face. But in the meantime, sleep wham, keep cab. Oh, find a llama. And carry on. You'll be home tomorrow and I'll see you at the airport at 7:25, I think. Unless something crazy comes up, which will be odd. And I hope you sleep wham and dream sweetly. I don't want to go. Tim is a jerk. I really don't like him at all. I hope he gets his just desserts soon. I really hope he gets his just desserts soon. Because Lord knows he really needs them. Oh. I love you, Christy. Sleep well and dream sweetly. Keep Campfire Llama and carry on. And I'll see you tomorrow. And I hope your leg feels better, or your hamstring. And that come tomorrow you can still cycle. Or ride in a plane. I would probably, whatever you feel like doing. I love you, Christy. Good night.